So this is a direct, instant response to a new YouTube user, or a YouTube user that is new to making videos. His name is Darren, and his channel is Ask, Listen, Obey. And he says in his very first video that one of my videos was the straw that broke the camel's back, and now he had to go out and get a webcam and become part of the great conversation. And that's awesome. In response to that, I'll tell you what got me into YouTube and making videos. My original channel started in 2005, and it had no original content on it whatsoever, and it was removed from YouTube for having content that did not belong to me. But it was removed in the right way, and it was a sad thing, because that was actually a director's channel, and I'm still working at getting back all of the permissions in YouTube that I had on that channel. You know, I didn't realize it at the time that I had something good going. And then that channel got pulled in 2007, and I started another channel, which I was making topical videos on atheism and theism, but I also had a lot of content from my family. And the thing that started me making videos was actually the death of my sister and the death of my cousin Verby, both of which I made photo montages of. You know, basically I collected every photograph I could find of them, and I made tribute videos for both of them. And that's what got me into making really good content for videos. And the birth of the Agent of Doubt channel was precipitated by my good friend Alan in real life. He had a channel called Casper's Tube, which was about skepticism, and in particular debunking ghost stories. And he and I started our skeptic-related channels around the same time. Since then, he had a depressive fit, and he YouTube-decided that channel, and then he started another channel called the Doctor Who Nerd, and then he YouTube-decided that channel. And so the guy that inspired the channel that you're watching this on, he doesn't exist on YouTube right now. He will probably come back, but he's got issues to work out first. But we're still friends. We've been friends for like 13 years. So, also I wanted to respond to Ask, Listen, Obey's, Darren's comment that in that video that he watched that was the catalyst for him to go get a webcam. He said that I was real and transparent, and that I was not using leading questions in the video. And a few other people have actually responded to that video, some of them with video responses. And because I didn't use leading questions in the video, doesn't mean that I didn't have some sort of ulterior motive, because when in dealing with Jack, Together for Peace, he doesn't like leading questions. He won't respond to anything with a leading question. But I sometimes get to the point in my life where I toss off all of my intellect, and I just say, okay, let's try it and see if it works, you know. And every time I've tried, nothing happens. And that's not a leading question, you know. That's following the instructions of others and nothing happening, you know. It's it comes from frustration. And I think I have one of these bouts about every 2 months where I just say, fuck it, let's try again, you know? And still, nothing happens, you know? So that realness and transparency that you see in that video, or what you're calling realness and transparency, it is not reflected in the vast majority of the videos that I have on my channel. A good half of my videos show beyond just atheistic viewpoints. You know, it really shows a disdain for religion. And I've even been accused of being an anti-theist. Regardless of what my core beliefs are, some of the things that I've said and done on my channel have been very, well, they've shown my disdain for religion, and we'll just leave it at that. So, Darren had questions for me. First question, do I have Christian family members and friends? Most of my Christian friends that I have anymore are right here on YouTube. Probably the closest Christian friend I have, he doesn't even call himself a Christian, he calls himself a servant and follower of Christ, because he doesn't like the label of Christian, and that would be Shane, T-Master 1978. Let's see. Well, the closest family member I have is my brother, and he is not a Christian. And his kids, which, 2 and 5, they don't know what they are yet. His kid's mother is a spiritualist person who reads a lot of Sonia Brown and John Edwards novels, or Sylvia Brown, sorry. And no, she's not a Christian, so I don't think her kids are getting raised in that way. But I see a lot of my niece and nephew, so. but at 2 and 5, they're not really role models for me as far as me becoming a Christian. My father was raised Catholic and is not Catholic anymore. My stepmother is Catholic, very much so. My biological mother, I suppose you could say she is a charismatic Christian. Her last church was an Assembly of God church. Let's see. My sister, Diane, I have actually had phone conversations with her where she broke down crying because she wants to know that I will be in heaven when she gets there, and that our sister Deb, who passed away, that she will be there in heaven, And so yeah, my sister Diane, she watches this channel, and she doesn't agree with some of the things that I do on this channel, but she did give me the suggestion for the In God We Rust campaign for using the where'sgeorge.com website, because she does that, kind of obsessively, and she doesn't agree with what I'm doing, but she did give me a suggestion on how to do it better. So, let's see. Those are pretty much the closest people in my family. As far as friends, I'm actually seeking out friends of a similar persuasion as far as being skeptics. I've been looking forward to some freethinker meetings in the area to find some other skeptics, because it's very easy to find a Christian friend. If I want to find one, I could just go down to the mega church down the road and, you know, talk to someone. It's very easy. Next question he had for me was, do I have knowledge of the Bible? Well, I've read it through a few times, which is more than most Christians I know have read it through. I've actually read it from front to back. And he wants to know if I own a Bible. I have some Bible software on my computer, and also I have 2 King James versions of the Bible right there on the bookshelf, right next to a lot of other spiritual reading. I've got NEV or NIV version right there, which I got from the Army, and I've got another little Proverbs and something else, just little short version. You know the Army would pass out little books of the Bible so that you could just have something to read while you're in a foxhole, and maybe, you know, put it in your pocket and it'll stop a bullet. I don't know, but yeah, I've got Bibles. I've got many different ways of researching biblical verses, and I do want to purchase another Bible. And before my sister Deb died, she was a Catholic, and in order to help her study the Bible, I bought her a Bible where there was 4 different versions of the Bible in one, and you could cross-reference the different translations of the Bible, because they were all, you know, one page would be bisected in 2, and then the next page would be bisected in 2, and you'd have 4 different versions, so you could see the different ways people were interpreting the Bible. And I want to get one of those. You know, I can do that with my software on my computer, but I really think that one of those Bibles makes it easier. But the one I got her was like $100. It was like a Christmas gift, and I guess I don't love myself enough to buy myself a $100 Bible just on a whim. Darren wants to know if I can reference specific passages of the Bible about the Holy Spirit and about baptism. Yes, I can. Yes, I have. On this channel, I have done it. And yeah. And if you want to talk about any of these passages, let's talk. He wants to know what my name is. In about 30 of my different videos on my channel, I have dropped my own first name, which is Michael. A lot of people just call me Agent or AOD when they're talking to me, but you can use Michael. And you can also find me on Skype by just researching Agent of Doubt, one word, just like my YouTube channel's name. You can find my blog TV channel, where at least weekly I have a blog TV session where we discuss many different topics, but normally half of them revolve around religion. And Darren's last question was, does my webcam have a set of special effects? And it does, but this is actually my camcorder, and I would have to process this video to put some effects on it, and I'm not going to do that, but I have done that in previous videos. But yeah, while I'm doing blog TV, I do throw up very crazy things like your cowboy hat. I've got tracking software that'll put little bug eyes on me, or, you know, have it snow in my video, all that stuff. And it's really fun to play with, especially when you can see yourself. It's like looking into the bathroom mirror and making faces, which we should all do more of. So yeah, Darren, there will be a channel annotation link to your channel here, and when I saw your video, you had 2 subscribers, and you're probably going to get some more from our conversation. Be ready for that. The good and the bad. Thanks for making your video, and I'm glad that I was, able to inspire you at least a little bit.